Yeah, man, they sentenced me. I gotta start serving my sentence on Monday, so I'm trying to make the most of my time before I go. I know, I know. Me and Miranda were doing great. Now I feel like we gotta take a pause. But I was calling you because you got discounts on flights, right? Nah, 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 I'm not trying to escape or anything. I was actually looking to go to Vegas with Miranda. It's like a little, just a little trip to take on mine. Yeah, like the cheapest flight. I don't even care what airline. I'm able to get like cheap flights. So I was wondering if you got like any comps for Vegas rooms. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you be going there mad much. So you got discounts on rooms and stuff, right? Now I'll pay that, but yeah, just like a day. I know. It's a good thing I live here and not New York, right? What is it from New York? 6 hours? Damn, you're right. they probably gonna think I'm gonna be leaving, like I'm trying to escape and not serve my. Damn, yo, I spoke to two other people, right? Yeah, yeah. I spoke to Billy, and I spoke to James, and they neither one of them brought up the fact that maybe this was a bad idea. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to take her to Atlantic City then instead. Yeah, what's the difference, I guess? I was actually, nah, I'm not even gonna say it. Nah, I was joking with people that I was gonna get married to her in Vegas. Yeah. So you got comps in Atlantic City, like room discounts. So now I don't gotta pay for the flight. You may think I'm getting old and going senile or something, but I heard him. I heard his conversation on the phone, and he wants to take you to Vegas. And I'm pretty sure he said he's going to try to marry you there. Are you sure you heard that correctly? I really doubt that he's planning a quick trip to Vegas right before going to jail. I think he just wants to chill this weekend, enjoy his time, and I don't care if I'm going crazy or not, I'm still saying this to you. Because you're not going to run off to him and go to Vegas with amnesia. Because I know what he's going to do. He's going to try to flee the police. And then you're going to be dragged into it. And then I'm going to be left with my grandkids. And I'm not having this scheme. I can understand why you'd be freaked out if this is what you think you heard. But he hasn't come to me with anything. And I think you're just freaking out a little too soon. He could have been joking on the phone. And then there's another thing. There's a reason why I put the nanny cams above your bedroom. Please, just stop. Just stop there. He's the type of man who thinks that getting a woman pregnant means sticking with them forever and creating a whole new situation. You're creating scenarios that are so left field. Like, as if I don't have a choice in the matter about any of this stuff that you're worried about. He's gonna get you pregnant, and you're gonna want to stay with him because you're pregnant, and then you're gonna have 3 kids, and he's just gonna keep up this act for 9 months, and then you're gonna have a brand new child, and he's going to then show his true colors after your. This just goes to show how much faith you have in me. Just because I have amnesia doesn't mean I lost all my common sense. Okay, when it comes to the stuff you're talking about, I've already told him no. And if it came to a surprise trip to Vegas for a day over the weekend before he goes to jail, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell him no. And for you to think that I would just jump on a plane with him or whatever else, it's offensive, but I'm not gonna do any of that, so please relax. That's all I ask. I got us a free room in Atlantic City. Caesars, here we come. Joey, you know everyone's already skeptical of you. You know my mom thinks you're trying to take advantage of me. There's no way I can go to Atlantic City with you. Why not, babe? Like, I look at it as this. I know your mom's gonna have a problem with it. But if I can take you on this trip, we can have a good time. You come back in one piece. It proves to her that, like, we can do that. And I know, and I trust you. I want to go. I would love to. You know I love Atlantic City. I just don't want to put my mom or my fans through any type of stress. I don't want them to worry about me. And as much as I trust you, I know no one else does. All right, forget your mom for a second. You know I'm going in on Monday, and I don't want to spend the whole weekend. just sitting around thinking about that. Whenever you and me would go to Atlantic City, it was like our spot, you know? I know gambling isn't like the most romantic thing, but you know, every time we went on vacation to Atlantic City, it was fun for us. It was like our thing. And I guess I just wanted to revisit that. Now you're making me feel bad. I don't want to sit around thinking about you going to jail either. It's nothing like a slot machine to take your mind off of things. But I just don't know how I would tell my mom, or like how we would calm her down. Look, if it makes your mom feel better, I will get a separate room so we don't have to share a bed. I'll keep my hands off you. She can FaceTime you as much as she wants to. She can put a location on your phone. I really don't care. I'm doing it for me too, because like I'm scared to go to prison. I don't want to think about this all weekend. I'm just dying to spend some quality time with you where we don't gotta like worry about the kids or your mom or anything like that. And I just want to prove myself that we can do something like that without something going crazy. Before I commit to anything 100%, did you say that you were going to take me to Vegas and marry me again? I did say that. I said it. I said it on the phone, yes. But I wouldn't do that. I was joking. Seriously. And if people don't want to believe that I was kidding, then I can't change their minds. I only care what you think. Despite how the headline always makes it out to be, I'm more than just her baby daddy. Okay, I'm her former husband. I'm someone who put her through hell. And now I'm someone that she's with again. And I just feel like I owe it to her to do something nice. You know, I'm going to jail. I want to have at least one good weekend with her before I'm put away for 2 weeks. I'm really... I don't even want you in the same house as my daughter, let alone in a different state, in a casino, with alcohol. You have to be out of your mind to think I'd be okay with any of this. Can you just listen though? I know I put your daughter through hell. I know that I've been a terrible person and that you have no reason to trust me. But you're never going to trust me if you don't give me the opportunity to show that I can be better for her. And I'm not taking her to Vegas, although I wanted to. I'm taking her a few hours away to Atlantic City. I told her you can FaceTime her. I told whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable. Let me have this trip to show you that before I get locked up, I can have a good little vacation with her and nothing can go wrong and we don't have to argue, and I can make your daughter happy the way I used to. I'm supposed to just watch the children for a day while you both gallivant together when you're not supposed to be together. I don't want you touching her. I won't even lay a finger on her. Okay? I swear. I won't. And I told her we can have separate rooms, whatever. I'm not looking to get... Why do you think like I want to have another kid? I don't want another responsibility like that. Junior's enough for me. And now, you know, I have a stepdaughter. I don't need another kid. I'm not looking to impregnate her so that she stays with me. Like, we already have a child together. Please don't think I'm that much of a scumbag. You think everything I'm saying to you is far-fetched and crazy, but I know. The old you, who you say is separate from this you, would have exactly plotted that plan to have another child with her and try to fix things through children, because you have this problem where children equate staying with someone. But I learned a long time ago, you don't stay in a terrible relationship just because of children. The old Joey is dead because I have Miranda, and I'm not looking to lose her. I will do anything to keep her. And I know how much she loves Atlantic City. I know that she was just in the hospital. She had a terrible car accident. Give her this, you know? If one thing goes wrong, if she winds up with the police, the hospital, welfare checks, child services, pregnancy tests, whatever. If there is one thing that goes wrong, you are to not step foot in this house ever again. Nothing's gonna go wrong. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer or a worry wart, but are you allowed to leave the state right before you're going to jail? My job has clients in New Jersey, so if I had to travel to New Jersey for work, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any restrictions like that. I wouldn't do it if there was, if they had informed me of that. Alright, I was just checking. You know how I think and worry. So how do you feel going to Atlantic City? I can't remember the last time you and me were there. Feels good. For some reason I can't even believe we're doing this. It feels like old times. Like, I know I'm older, but I don't feel older. I feel like we're in our 20s again. You know, if this works out, you know, you and me, and nothing goes wrong, and we can keep this up, I want to be one of those old couples that take the bus to Atlantic City, you know, and just spend a couple days there. And we can look back and say that we've been doing this for what, 20 years? I wonder what our little internet reality show will look like 20 years from now if we're still doing this with gray hair and just going to Atlantic City with no problems. I don't know. I think you would still have some fans after 20 years. They could just watch us gamble and talk about the old times, you know? Talk about how, remember when Miranda had amnesia? Or remember when Joey did this or that? When he had no gray hair? Well, as corny as it is, and as much as I like my job and career, that is the dream marriage that I always dreamed of. It's a shame that we had to have so many obstacles along the way. Well, he says he's not looking to get her pregnant or anything like that, but I know he's your son. I just have such a hard time believing anything that man says. Everything he says, I feel like there's a plot behind it and a scheme. I'm starting to believe Joey when he says he doesn't want another child, only because I can't see him taking on more responsibility, and the whole child support thing really spooked him, so maybe I was wrong about that. But I do think you should be concerned about one thing in Atlantic City. And what's that? Well, there goes continuity. Well, it's the fact that when you sit down at the machines in Atlantic City, they bring you drinks. So I know Joey is sober, but he's going to be in that environment, and then Miranda's going to be stuck with him if he drinks. I've never been to Atlantic City, so didn't know that. Really makes it easy for him to drink. I really hope that's not the case for Miranda's sake. Well, I think as much as I don't trust my son anymore, and we've had our issues, I think maybe you give him this little chance and see where it goes. Let's all hope for the best. If anything, he's going to jail on Monday, and the prison's pretty dangerous. I don't wish any harm upon my son, but it doesn't even sound like he's going to survive that, so. I never thought I'd say this, but I just wish Miranda would focus on work and be a single mother to 2 children at this point. You know, now that I've been looking into being more than just a grandmother and focusing on me more, all this talk of trips has gotten me thinking about maybe taking one with you. Oh, wow. So what, like a mother-daughter trip? Yes. Ideally, it would have been nice to have a family trip, but I know that's not in the cards. So it would be nice to catch up and go on a trip of our own. Why didn't we have a lot of like big family trips growing up? I'm assuming it was because you were like a single mom and the money aspect? Well, no. It wasn't so much money. Nanny Agatha could have paid for us to go to Disney or something like that. It was just very hard for me as a single mother to admit to her children that I had any fears. Well, what fears? Well, as much as I wanted to take you guys to Disney and kicked myself that I couldn't get over my little fear of flying, I am deathly afraid of planes. So that is one of the reasons why I was never able to take you on vacations. Oh my goodness. I had no idea that you had any fears, honestly. I remember the fights that you would have with Nanny Agatha, and you guys would both grab knives, and never mind, but maybe that's where I get some of my anxiety from. I do hope that when I took you guys to Sesame Place and Coney Island, that was sufficient, as broken of a family as we were. Yes, Mom. Yes, I never had the chance to tell you, but everything you did for us, I appreciated. You know, I did sit back and see that you were doing it all by yourself as much as Joey would take advantage of that and stay out late and stuff. But everything you did as a mom, I genuinely appreciated. And up until we became adults, I was proud of the mom that I had. Well, I appreciate that. So, where would a mother and a daughter go on vacation? I know we have different interests. Like, I'm not really into Edgar Allan Poe. That's a shame, because it is on my bucket list to go to the bench that Edgar Allan Poe died on. Wow, yo. For a room that's free? I guess they really want you to spend money downstairs. I guess that's the trick, but it's definitely nicer than where I'll be going on Monday. Stop. We're not supposed to be thinking about that, remember? I know, I'm just saying. Life is so contrasting. Like, you know, a couple months ago, me and you hated each other, and now look at where we are, and then look at where I am right now, and then look at where I'll be Monday. It's just, you never know with life. Yeah, I know, life really is crazy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Hold on, my mom's calling. Hi, Mom, what's up? Oh, run. Hi, Miranda, is everything okay? Is everyone's clothes still on in the room? Yes, we just got in the room. Everything is good. There's no problems. There's no child services or police. We are in a great room right now. How are you with the kid? Yeah, everything's good here. Hey, everything's great. Just let me know if anything changes, and just try to enjoy yourself, I guess. Are you sure? 'Cause sounds a little crazy there. Everything's fine. Don't worry. I raised 2 daughters all by myself, so again, just keep me updated with things. Okay. I will, Mom. Kind of think she's stressed with the kids. Now I don't want to think about that. Damn, you know, I forget that she's watching 2 kids right now. I will be right back, Junior. Okay, Charlotte's still asleep. This is way harder than I thought. And it's only 8:05. Hi, yes, Kristen. Yes, Miranda's mother. How are you? I was just wondering if you were busy, because Miranda Junior, I'll be right there. Miranda went to I will be right there, June. Miranda went to Atlantic City and left me with the children. So I was just wondering if you were available at all. Watching 2 kids. Harder than you think. Yes? Yeah. Maybe I didn't anticipate how much work went into 2 children at the ages that... I know she's a newborn, but, well, a baby now, but... It's okay. I handle. Thank you. Whatever pay you want per hour, it's yours. Oh, look at that! 6K! That's 6K. No way, that's $60. That's not $60.
Bank it!
Forget 6K, it's going up.
Buffalo jackpot!
I can't believe it, it keeps going. I've never seen this before. This is crazy. Oh my god.
Coins!
I don't think I've ever won this much money in Atlantic City. It's way more.
Final jackpot!
Did we just beat the casino? You can keep half. No, I can't take half. You won it. You put the money in. I don't need it. Nah, I want you to, let's split it. It's our time out. It's our date. You know, I don't want to hoard it. I don't need to hoard it for anything. Well, we said no arguments, so I'm not going to argue with you about it. And oh my god. Have we been doing slot machines and walking around the floor for 4 hours? Have we? Oh, wow. Well, you know that's why they don't put clocks in the casino. That's why there's no windows either. You know what I just realized? You haven't had like a single drink. You've been drinking water. Yeah. Would you think I was gonna sit down at the machine and after an hour I'd be so desperate for a drink that I would be a drunk again? Not that I doubted you, but every time that we would come to Atlantic City, you would kind of get crap-faced, you know? We'd go up to the room and you were stumbling in the elevator. Yeah, well, it's a different me, Miranda. I promise you that. How many hours we've been at this? Maybe we should take a break now and not like reinvest this money into the casino and go get some food. Yeah, I just realized how hungry I am. Maybe the lack of clocks and windows subdues your hunger too. And some tequila. I'm sorry, what? I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'll get a high C. Alright, that's not funny. You can't do that after I pay you a compliment. I'm sorry that I fell asleep. I don't know how that happened. All kids sleep. I stay night though. No pay me. Oh, you're welcome to stay, but I can't expect you to stay over without getting paid. That's absurd. It's okay. I see stressed grandma. Okay, I stay. I don't know where my daughter found you, but you are an absolute godsend. Junior, look like father. Father deadbeat, right? Hopefully no raise him same. Yeah, you know, I try not to do it, but anytime Junior has behavioral issues or acts out, whatever, I always worry he's gonna grow up like his father. And as his grandmother, I don't know what to do. You keep eye. Raise him different. He'll be okay. Get some sleep. Thank you, Julia. Wow, he won that much money? Surprised. So now you're going to bed now, huh? Both of us were responsible and we didn't spend any of the money we earned, so we're all gambled out. We're going to bed. Alright, well please, I'm not gonna ask again. Please go to bed with clothes and Mom, you know, I wasn't gonna say this because it's TMI, but there is absolutely nothing happening between me and Joey because it's that time of the month for me, Mom. Oh, thank God. Hey Martha! Today I read a statistic on the internet that in 2023, 49% of US adults participated in gambling, and 56% found it acceptable. Now before I say my usual thing, I also have to add this. Gambling involves risk. Please gamble responsibly, and only with funds you can afford to lose. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please seek help from a gambling support organization. The statistic, I don't know how true that is though, but the disclaimer is 100% true.